Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Let's Play of the Seance at Blake Manor. Last time, we went through quite a few people and wrapped up most of our board. For now, Dara Hunter is done, Mantovani is done, Lau and MacLeod are done. We are doing pretty well. And now, Dara and Seamus have finally fucked off from the basement, so we can properly investigate here. Let's do that. What are our options? Well, laundry we of course know about. Here we have a boiler room, which is locked and hasn't been opened in a while. I suspect there is nothing I need from there. Okay, so boiler room we are never visiting. Here is a locked door. I think this is leading to the residence here. So I think we will go to at a much later date. It looks like I'll need a different, probably more specific key. Yeah. The tray of untouched food, we have seen that, but let's mark it because it feels somewhat significant. Where do we begin our investigation? I feel like we should probably start with the kitchen. Let's try to find a female dorm. East Tower. Because, as always, people's bedrooms are super important. Larder. Larder is also inaccessible. Women's dormitory. Servants' hall. Wine cellar. Manager's quarters, okay, that's also interesting. A statue. And West Tower. I feel like the statue is probably nothing, but let's... A statue of the Virgin Mary with a devotional candle lit beside. The iconography in the basement is strongly Catholic, unlike the rest of the manor, which is Protestant. I've never been sure what tensions this causes in a place like this, but if this statue is somewhat in the open, along with a Catholic being allowed, then the Marquess must not be too thorough on the subject. Okay, well, this then feels somewhat significant. Okay, it looks like I'll need a different, probably more specific key for the manager's quarters. Unfortunate. I was hoping we could finally investigate what is in Varley's place. A wine cellar, servants' hall, women's dormitory. Also more specific key. Shed. Okay, at least we can enter the servants' hall. And get caught by Seamus.
You?
Yet.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I was just leaving.
Don't make me get the manager, all right?
Yeah, sorry about that, Seamus. Don't make me fail the game. But now we know that Seamus is there. And we added staff rota to the investigation. Okay, you have apparently recorded the staff movements in your timetable. Good for you? Question mark? Okay, well, you didn't record them that well. Fine, let's go to the kitchen. No one is inside. Okay, let's also just... Ladder we don't go into. Let's mark on our timetable servants' hall, but not servants' hall, the wine cellar. Oh, there is someone on the other side. I wonder who that is. Who would that be? Oh, it's probably Miss Joyce. That would be my guess. Okay, off to the kitchen. A list of the meals planned for this week. Well, that was a waste of my fucking time. We are a bit tight on time today, since... Actually, what do we have next? Next is Irish bar opening, so maybe not that tight. Bottles. Pots. Cleaning items. The stove. Cooking equipment. The way into the larder is still locked. Nothing in this counter. Nothing useful in this counter. Anything on the tables? Someone is wasting bread. Knives. Pots and pans. More pots and pans. A bucket. Chef's office is locked. More than that, there is something sticky keeping it that way. It smells like treacle. What? Okay, I don't know what treacle actually is. What's treacle? Treacle is uncrystallized syrup made during the refining of sugar. Okay. An extensive guide on household management. It contains detailed instructions on cooking, childcare, and cleaning. Water to the quantity of 1 bucket. It's open on a recipe for a cleaning solution. Somebody must have been trying to clean the mess on the door here. 1 piece of soap, broken. This is for its lye. 1 dash of ethanol. 2 scoops of powdered chlorine are required. Okay, so we are going to make a cleaning solution. That seems to be everything. Few substances could survive all those chemicals, I'm sure. Now, to gather those pieces and find somewhere to mix the concoction. I think I'll take this with me. An oddly late game traditional puzzle. But sure, why not? Let's do that. A dumbwaiter. This must lead up to the dining room. Well, that was dumb. Alright, so we need a bucket. A tin bucket. The staff must use it for mopping and the like. The cleaning supplies were here somewhere. Cleaning supplies. Take the fucking soap. Okay, I guess you will not take the fucking soap. Sure. One of the knives is missing. Okay, that's not unusual. I dare say that's relatively normal. Unfortunately, we cannot currently access the servants' hall and everywhere else is closed, despite what the map is telling me. So off to the laundry room we go. A few of these are needed in the recipe I found. If I had ethanol or some other strong alcohol, I could make a cleaning solution with this. Ah, so we need to get booze from someone. Who could supply us with booze? Well, obviously there is a wine cellar here. What are our other options? Is this something we can question people on? I guess we could question Dara about the wards, but I feel like maybe this is not it. Who else is a possible person? We have seen... I think we have seen Sherry in the library, right? I think we also have seen Sherry in servants' quarters, I think? Men's room is this away. Someone here had booze. Actually, Seamus probably also has booze. But maybe he's hiding his booze. Yeah, he's maybe hiding his booze. I think Hunter had sherry. Or whiskey. Brandy. A bottle of good quality brandy. Oh, picked up. And back to the laundry room. Let's put these to use. Okay, let's put these to use, yes. I need to mix the correct ingredients if I am to make a cleaning solution. 1 bucket of water. 1 broken piece of lime. 2 scoops of powdered chlorine. I imagine that's the dry cleaner. Incorrect. Oh, this. There we go. And a dash of ethanol. Well, I've modified the recipe somewhat, but I must say, I think I've rather improved upon. Never mind, it fucking explodes. Is this my punishment for messing with the chemicals? Okay, fine, lesson learned. Do not mix dry cleaner with ethanol, I guess. We need to get the brandy again. It was again, let's see, this way. Okay, brandy recovered. Now let's try to do this without exploding. Unless, of course, exploding inevitably happens whenever you do it, because you replaced ethanol with brandy. But I don't think replacing ethanol. I think replacing ethanol with brandy might reduce its effectiveness because of the sugar. I don't think it should make it explode. There, that's all the recipe called for. I'll take this with me. Okay, this time we did it without exploding. Huzzah. That seems like everything. Maybe it's best I move on, and not push my luck by being in here any longer. Okay, search absolutely fucking everything, but I guess we are done with the laundry room now. Back to the kitchen to defeat the apparently impenetrable seal of syrup. Questionable. A rather questionable obstacle, but why not? You can have a syrupy lock as a treat. So if I just rub this over wherever it seems stuck, oh, do not do this with your bare hands, your skin will come right off. Homemade WD-40. A chef's apron. It seems there is something inside one of the pockets. This could be a key for the women's dormitory. Ah. Yep, this seems like everything, although also check other things. Yeah, these books are not going to be helpful to us. So let's go and finally investigate the lady. No one is inside. And hopefully no one will come in 4 minutes later. Rather different music playing. Okay. Ladies' dormitory is infinitely better than the male dormitory, what the fuck? That's bullshit. A photograph of Caitlin's husband. On its back. On the back it says, Home Joyce, 1842-1892. Despite his passing a few years ago, she still keeps his photo beside her bed. I think I already ruled out Joyce, yeah. Joyce is definitely not it. Okay, we cannot investigate this book. Now, these symbols. Okay, e-basement. The symbols were... cross, triangle, other cross, spirals, something. Okay, cross, triangle, other cross, spirals. No. Cross, triangle, other cross, spirals. Is that... wait a second. Is there more? Everyone's magic logboxes, mysterious symbol. Sequence of... yeah, there is 5 over there. Oh... are these 2 different codes? I feel like they would be the same code. Yeah, I think they are the same code. Oh, there are 6 symbols. Cross, triangle, other cross, something, spiral, something. In that case, let's keep investigating. The remains of a torn page with various notes on it. The main one reads, I know Miss Dean didn't leave, but where did she go? Something needs to be done to make sure she's okay. But it also has, why can't I remember? And have to protect that poor lass written on it too. The spiral sigil is also here with Leave me alone written beside it. Okay. The death certificate of Colm Joyce, Mrs. Joyce's late husband perhaps? A pouch of old wedding rings. Each is engraved with a little number, perhaps for milestone anniversaries. The bar is now open and Vali will be tending it, which gives us an option to snoop around his his office. Christ on the cross. It has an inscription on it. So Christ was sacrificed once to take away the sins of many, and he will appear a second time, not to bear sin, but to bring salvation to those who are waiting for him. Hebrews 9:28. An incomplete letter. Cousin, thank you for sending me these newspaper articles. You have no idea how useful they've proven to be. So this is a weird logbox for Joyce to have. Yes, this is not being used. Empty. 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 Okay, I guess this is where the cook lives, probably. Cook, towels, clothes. Or maybe not. Or maybe yes. Office Shorshep letter. It's signed by Mr. Vali. What? I don't think I got that. A note from Mr. Vali instructing Miss Murphy to come pick up a letter from his office. Okay, this is the letter about... oh, maybe we need to talk to Shorshep about this then. Interesting. Oh, and there is the other sequence. Double cross. Paper stained with cooking ingredients. I can see some symbols here, but most are smudged and incoherent. The little writing there is hard to understand. I can only make out a few words. Baby, money, and what I think reads, remember. A rattle for an infant. We can make a hypothesis of Shorshep. Shorshep Murphy's goal is to talk with Father Sirot to learn about her child now that Miss Dean can't. What if I know what happened here?
Miss Murphy is looking for a means to learn her child is okay. Miss Dean was teaching her magic to that end. But now that she is missing, Miss Murphy is turning to the priest for help. I should find and confront her about this.
Okay. We will get to that pretty soon. Pretty soon. Another picture. The logbox. Let's get it open. It is the basement. There we go. So, our sequence is cross, triangle, plus, plus, spiral, something. Cross, triangle, plus, plus, spiral, something. Cross, triangle, plus, plus, spiral, this. A purse. The purse has ED monogrammed on it. There is quite a significant amount of money in here. What other secrets does the strong hold? Oh? Why, that is us.
A newspaper from back home. What is this doing all the way over here?
Did Miss Joyce invite us?
It's dated the 5th of March, 1897. That's around the time of...
Presumably even step.
I recognize that building. That fire. This is reporting on the Sheriff Street fire. My last job as station officer. The tenements were overcrowded and under-maintained. The landlord, one Rupert Dean, was living in London and willfully ignorant of their status. Once the fire took, it spread rapidly. Fire teams were deployed swiftly, but they could do little to fight back the flames. The fire was eventually stopped by the reliable Irish rain, but not before 23 lives were lost, including 2 firemen.
Are we dead? Have we been a ghost this whole time?
Officer Ward, whose brother Eamon was one of the lost men, retired soon thereafter and turned his attentions to investigating living spaces for safety conditions.
Okay, thankfully we are not a ghost.
He challenged many proprietors in the courts to improve conditions, including Rupert Dean, the owner of the initial tenement in which Eamon Ward died. That's me. Why does Mrs. Joyce have this? After leading a number of investigations on this front, he has gained a reputation as a working man's champion.
I'll be honest, this is pretty admirable and makes Declan a really good person. Also, Declan is such a weird and weirdly expressed character that not in a million years would I have learned any of this except by reading it in a newspaper. I don't think any part of what Declan says throughout the game expresses anything about his personality being like this.
Someone here was looking into me. But why? The missing money. Did someone on the staff hire me to find Miss Dean?
Well, that'd be myself, Mr. Ward.
Oh, so you did hire us. That's quite surprising.
Mrs. Joyce?
I was starting to worry you wouldn't figure it out, Detective. Now come out of there, would you?
You're the one who hired me.
I'm glad my faith in you wasn't misplaced, sir. This wretched seance was bound to get someone hurt sooner or later. Without the means to look into what happened to the girl myself, there's not much I can do. But it's not right, sir, for no one to do anything at all. I can't do much myself, you know, but I can get the staff to help you. They're a bit strange in their own ways, but none of them would do a thing like this.
Do you think you could have told me any of this, last day instead of 4 hours before the seance? You know, any of these things that might help?
Come with me, sir. We'll talk to them. I knew he would find out. He's not just anybody, you know. They write about him in the papers.
Indeed, big man we are.
Might have told us earlier you'd have someone poking around here.
Well, it's done now. And it's better that we have someone to look for the Dean girl. It's always been eerie around here. I don't like the idea of someone lost about the place.
Quite right. Which is why I have us Mr. Ward here. Someone at this event must be responsible for whatever's happened to Miss Dean.
I mean, if it's not any of the staff, then it's going to have to be Coventry. That's really the only person left.
So we'd all best be helpful to him.
Look, at the ball last night, another guess was taken. I gave chase through some catacombs, but I lost him in the hedge maze. Mr. O'Finn's kidnapper is likely the same person responsible for Miss Dean's disappearance. They must have a good knowledge of the house and its grounds. So who else other than yourselves would know the grounds that well?
There can't be many. Only the Marquess and the young master know the place. But the master likes to keep to himself.
Why do you speak in Union?
We haven't seen him for a long time.
He doesn't leave his room. Not after the accident.
And there is nobody else.
Are they? No, they're not aware that they're speaking as one on this subject.
I see.
Fact of the matter is, sir, and I won't say anything much about it, as I don't want to speak ill of the Marquess or the Master, but you ought to go and take a look around the private residence, considering it all. It'd be where I'd start.
I wonder if they have always been speaking the same lines about Walter, and I just didn't notice that they're saying the exact same words.
You won't be able to get in without the proper key, though. And the Marquess has the only copy. He intends to hand it to me before the silent dinner so I can bring the young master his meal. Once I've done that, I'll pass it to you. Go to the silent dinner at 8 p.m. That's where I'll get it to you. You'll need to act fast to be done by the seance at 9.
Okay, so we have 4 hours to finish absolutely everything else.
Thank you, Mrs. Joyce. I will.
Yeah, so... Are you people being mind-controlled? I think you are. I think this is... sketch as hell. Something strange has affected the staff, and they are now speaking in unison when asked about... Blake family.
It seems like the staff are in some kind of half-trance. They seem compos mentis until interrogated about the Blake family, at which time they have a shared, almost catatonic stock response. What does this episode teach me?
The staff must be innocent?
Since the housekeeper hired me, that rules her out. Why bring in an investigator to stop your own scheme? Their speaking in unison means either all the staff are involved or none of them are. As if fake. They all had to be faking it. And so if she is ruled out, they all must be.
Makes sense.
I have picked up another... I wonder if there's any... And if not...
Mystery solved. The basement. I have learned that Mrs. Joyce hired me and that the staff are not involved in Miss Dean's disappearance. And we got an achievement upstairs, downstairs. And we unlocked a hypothesis for Seamus Doyle. Lake residence. Go to the silent dinner, of course. Well then, we can eliminate EU, and you are the only person left. Why did I eliminate Synod? Remind me. Guess maybe Synod is still on on the border, although his attempts at drawing are poor. But do we know something? He is a good painter, he is a bad painter. Think like this. He still mourns the loss of his mother, so he is not a viable suspect. Now, Seamus Doyle. Seamus Doyle's goal was to leave Black Iron Prison, but he forgot due to the Manor's effect, and now he wants to fight? No. Yeah, no, that's not it. Was to leave the village? No. Leave his faith? Wants to... Is this it? Yeah, no, that doesn't check out. What else do we have here? Do we have all the evidence? We do not. We need more. So what could it be? Let's see. Leave... I think leave Black... is it leave Black Iron Prison though? What could it be? Is it maybe... Is it maybe then, like... love Father Synod? No, not love Father Synod. Help Father Synod? And now he wants to leave? Okay.
Mr. Doyle seems to have forgotten that he originally came here under
All
Father
right.
Synod's command. I should find and confront him about this.
Yeah, that was a thing. And hypothesis unlocked basement. But I think we already did the basement thing. Okay. Staff rota, we don't need that. But I guess we can add it to our list. Newspaper, food, towels. Yum yum. Leave board, notice board. Coleman and Co. October. Cashmere bouquet soap. Wine new letsopa. Apostle. What? Clean your dishes. Books. Trolley. And this leads to the exit. Okay. Let's start by checking the material evidence. An advertisement for a local dance happening next week. A note stating that all staff will be needed on site for the duration of the ball. It seems not everyone is putting their weight down here. A calendar from a local business. A list of local tradesmen addresses in case of repairs. A shopping list. A strange note. I wonder what it means. I'll make a record of it. I guess something related to the wine cellar then. Notes from Mrs. Joyce on what is in the pantry and what needs to be used up by the end of the month. You got that fact about Joyce? What fact? That she can... Oh. That she can write. That's fine. Okay. I think let's start with Seamus.
Hello?
Your goal was to help Father Synod, but you forgot due to the Manor's effect, and now you want to leave.
What? Oh, God. It's all coming back to me now. Oh, I do work for Synod. Or I did. I came and took the old porter's job when he was let go for misconduct. When was that? A year ago? I don't really know. The last few months are hazy. I was to map the grounds, find the Eon, and bring Synod here to free it from its prison. Things are foggy here. I forgot all this. I don't think it was the drink, drugs, or even Miss Dean that did that. I was using all that to cover up the confusion. Confusion caused by this place. This place was protecting itself from me, from Sinnott. Not sure why talking to you has brought it all back, but I'm glad that it has.
What now?
Yeah, what now? I don't care about that old life. Doesn't feel like mine anymore.
Wow, the Manor really fucked you up.
But I don't want this life either. I was thinking of going away, but something's been stopping me. But not anymore. Now I can move on from all this. Once I get my pay for this weekend, I'm leaving to see the world.
Good for you, Seamus.
Shove that seance. I'm not going. And tell Father Sinnott that I'm sorry, but he's on his own.
Mystery solved. Mr. Doyle will no longer be attending the seance. Mr. Doyle has unburdened himself of his Gnostic history and duty, and will leave after the seance to travel the world. Alright. Murphy. Your goal is to talk to Father Sinnott. Your goal is to talk with Father Sinnott to learn about your child, now that Miss Dean can't help.
You... But how did you... Oh, Lord. You know. You know about my little girl. You know I was learning magic so I could see her. You... Oh, Mrs. Joyce was right, wasn't she? Oh, when she found out, she...
Miss, it's all right. You're not in any trouble. Not at all. Miss Dean was teaching you, wasn't she?
I thought we were doing so well. And then she just left.
Well, luckily for you, she didn't just leave, she was kidnapped.
I can't do anything without her. With her gone, I thought Father Sinnott might know something about my daughter. Or he might know someone who does, but I can't ask. I've tried. I can't make myself do it. I can't say the words. What if he says no? I don't know what I'd do then. I just want to know she's all right.
If you'd like, I can ask him for you.
I need to go ask him a few things anyway.
You would do that? You have no idea what that would mean to me.
I can certainly see about it, miss.
Thank you. Oh, thank you, sir. Here, in case this helps, a picture of my girl. Thank you. Please, don't lose it, sir. It's all I really have of her.
I won't. I promise.
Okay. Go talk to Sinnott. Doable. Doyle. We really have wrapped you up. You know. Yeah, we need to talk to you about a lot of things. Did we get any tea just now? We did not, but we should go visit the wine cellar. Actually, have we asked everyone on staff about the lake? Where is people? Okay, I guess people tab is not here. Oh well. Bannon and Kunen. Candelabra. More Bannon and Kunen. Barrels. Little barrels. What else do we have here? More candelabra. A logbook. A logbook of inventory and which casks have been opened and when. Not helpful, apparently. Can't go. A tapped barrel. Oh, I guess this is where we could get some booze. I think you cannot possibly use wine for ethanol. Wine is so low alcohol. Wine list. It looks like a guide to the vintages kept here. Yep. And we need wine. Apostle wine. Oh, I can't. It's just German. It's apostle wine. I see. 1787. So this is the code for the lock. I'm stupid. 1787. What? The 7? Oh, maybe it's 7871. Seven, 8, 7, 4, 1. Ta-da! And this gives us access to more keys. A small key, small enough to go unmissed, one would hope. The label says Manager's Quarters. Yeah. You say that's everything, but it's not. A list of places in the manor, all struck off. Is somebody looking for something? I mean, we do know who is looking for what. The remains of a bottle of port. Okay, this is probably where we can... Fuck you, ghost. Do not fuck with me. In detective vision, they glow blue. Neat. Alright then, off to the manager quarters we go. It's a little still, but the key fits. There. Mr. Ward, this is my private quarters. I would kindly ask you not to enter this room. Dude, you know I'm investigating. Help me. Why would you... You fucking asshole. God damn it. Just kick me out, huh? This is bullshit. Alright, where is the priest? Who the fuck knows? He's in the library. Perfect. Alright. And... okay, this is the drawing room area. So let's go and yap with Simot. It's Blake. Let's ask him a few probing questions on the subject of your weird-ass stuff. I guess we cannot.
If you'll excuse...
Well, never mind. Hello, Father Synod.
Yes, my child?
First of all, Father, I was wondering if I might ask something. I couldn't tell you without knowing what it is you'd ask of me. The cook, Miss Murphy, has a little girl who was taken into custody by a Magdalene Laundry shortly after her birth. She is anxious for news of her. I said I would ask on her behalf. ... There is so much suffering in this life, is there not? Why is it that God allows a child to be taken from her mother? Is that bond not God's plan? Is it not sacred? What angels of the divine are we, that we would do something so vile? Are we agents of the divine at all? What you ask is outside of my power or influence, at least as you would ask it. I would end her suffering, all suffering, in my own way. But that is of no use to her, here, now. No, I am sorry to say that she will not see that child again by conventional means, Mr. Ward. But we are surrounded by unconventional people, are we not? Maybe one of them has a way to see what cannot normally be seen. Now go with God and help that poor girl. I guess probably Wells crying? With Fiat? Yeah, Fiat. I have spoken with Mr. Doyle. Oh, I know you two were working on something here at the Manor, but he has decided to remove himself from the task. He asked me to pass this message on to you. I see. I suspected as much. I knew him, you know. I married his parents and baptized him as a baby. He was a good boy, a devout boy. I asked him to help with some church business, but I did not know what this place would do to him. He is changed, lost. I see that now, and I accept that I did that to him by sending him here. I understand and respect his need to be free. Hopefully, he will return in time, on his own terms. And your task? I will try to carry on alone, I suppose. Humanity will not save itself, and Jesus had no company up on his cross. We shall see. Martyr. Neat. Whatever Father Synod's plans to save humanity are, he intends to carry it with or without Mr. Doyle. Father Synod's goal is to save humanity by freeing an Aeon from the Black Iron Prison.
Father Synod believes he can save humanity here. I should find and confront him about this.
Well. What an interesting guy you are, Father Synod.
Yes.
Your goal is to save humanity by freeing an Aeon from the Black Iron Prison.
If you have worked all that out, then you understand, yes?
I believe I do.
You know what lies deep beneath this complex, and what needs to be done. Good. For the mind is willing, but the body is weak. I was unsure I could do this alone. But no, we cannot discuss this here. Come to my room.
Oh.
I have no idea how an Aeon came to be trapped under this complex, but nothing else explains all the strange behavior here. Ghosts? What are ghosts? A breaking of the fundamental rules of the universe. Time marches on, entropy moves forward, life becomes death. But here, it is riddled with ghosts and other aberrations. Why? Because the Aeon's presence warps reality around it. Think, child, it is a being of pure creation, absolute power. Why then can't it leave? Why indeed? It must be trapped. Trapped, like us, in the Black Iron Prison. Perhaps by the Demiurge itself. Whatever the reason, we must free it. And I know how. Many good believers died to help me bring this magic up from the cold, dark depths of the Eisressenwald caverns.
You're about to strip.
The night I read about the caverns' discovery, caverns of ice found so out of place in Austria, I had a fever dream. Miles inside its interior, I saw an altar of ice. The answer, I knew, was there. We left at once, but it took months of digging, climbing, and searching to find the frozen shrine, buried far beyond what von Postlett-Zorich had discovered of the caves. It was not so grand now, having melted after who knows how long, but there I found it. Behold!
By the way, Eisreisenwald is a real cave system in Austria. It's not that magical because it's a cave system in the mountains, but it is allegedly pretty cool.
The Aeon Killing Sigil!
What?
Worry not, child. I see the look in your eye, the fear of killing such a being. But you can only kill its mortal shell, that which is used to anchor it to this place. In truth, all you will do is set it free. And once freed, it will return to Monad and tell them of this place, this realm of rotten debauchery. Once the true God knows of us and our plight in this prison, and of our dedication and kindness in freeing its Aeon, it will come. It will save us. And we will be free.
Cool story, but also you're fucking crazy.
Why are you telling me this? Showing me this?
We have identified a third sigil. Shoil. Release.
I am not sure I have much left in me. At all. And now, Seamus is gone. You know of the Aeon, the prison, our condemnation here, and now you have the sigil. Perhaps you can succeed where Seamus and I have failed. Go, child. Find the Aeon and free it. Free us all. Now, if you could excuse me. I am so tired. I do not think I have this evening's seance in me.
Mystery solved. Father Synod will no longer be attending the seance. Father Synod has passed the Aeon killing sigil and all that it represents onto me. Nuts. Okay, we are really bringing this down. Preaching to the choir is the achievement. Mystery solved, Doyle and Synod. The world can certainly be a callous place, but a prison is a bit of a stretch. That sigil, though. Father Synod seems convinced it was designed to kill an Aeon. Yet it looks so similar to those I have found throughout this house. I assumed these sigils were some form of Irish pagan magic. But then, how did this one end up in Austria for Father Synod to fight? Perhaps it is a magic more special than that. A sigil Father Synod claims has the ability to kill a powerful otherworldly entity's body, thus freeing its soul. Miss Dean's note in her grimoire translates this name as Release. Before we wrap up the episode, let's go and find Fiat and do Church's quest. But where is Fiat? Do we have... Unknown, unfortunately. I don't imagine she is in the bar. Coventry, you suspicious motherfucker.
So, if I might ask, do you ladies find yourselves at events like this often?
Quite often. I've attended more than my fair share. Mostly in London, but not always. But an entire week, with the ultimate goal of some grand ritual. Nothing like this has ever been done before.
It seems more the venture of one of the secret societies than that of a seer.
That's true. I think that's why we found it so enticing.
Then you're not of a society yourselves?
No. I have a gift. And I enjoy the company of those who would believe it. And Victoria and her infinite patience is here at my behest.
It's not patience. After all, this has been a more interesting week than I would be having otherwise.
There you are. Haven't you? Got anything to tell me? Have you spoken to Marquez Blake yet? A few times. The poor man. The things he suffered, the loss of his wife, injuries to his son. I can see why he'd invest in an event like this so heavily. The device in the atrium is a strange one, no? Everything here is strange to me, but yes, that one's really stood out. I'm told it measures our readiness for the seance. How I do not know. But now it is decreasing. I hope that isn't anything to worry about. Do you just happen to be visiting, or are you here for the grand seance? Well, it is a beautiful place. I'm not visiting just for the scenery. Which is probably for the best, considering this weather. No, if the seance will really lower the veil, as they say it will. There is someone on the other side I should like to speak with, just once more. I see. God, what I would give to hear my Lillian again. What I have given. Have you noticed anything strange happening around the manor? It's probably nothing, you know. But sometimes I do think that there are more crows around here than there should be. Maybe this is what the Irish countryside is like, but it feels as if they're watching me. All of them. As mundane as it likely is, it is very unsettling. I've heard talk that this manor is haunted. Have you seen anything of the type? Well, I wouldn't like to call it a haunting until I'm absolutely certain, but sometimes I hear people talking before I walk into my room. There is no one there, of course, and it seems to be the same conversation each time. I can't make any of it out, really. Probably just some old pipes. Okay, well, that covers honestly everything that I would care to ask you about. What do you make of Mr. O'Finn? We have not properly met. An odd fellow to see at a gathering like this. But then, what do I know about gatherings like this? Quite a character, though. It strikes a mighty portrait, wouldn't you say?
Good day, sir.
And to you.
Okay. Let's see if Fiat is by this crying well, or if Mantovan is by the cards. As I would like to talk to either of them. But probably Fiat is the correct one. Okay, luckily for us, Fiat is there. Toussaint and Ericsson are hanging out. So, Fiat, do it crying for Shosha, would you?
Do you think you'd be able to lead Miss Murphy in well scrying? It would do her good to see her daughter. But the Magdalen Laundry that took her child, they won't share any information.
I can think of no better cause. You tell Miss Murphy I'm ready whenever she is, and to meet me at the well.
Come on, please just do it.
There you are. Come here now. Have you done this before, Alanav? No, miss. I've never... I didn't know it would really work. Does it? It most certainly does. Come here and stand beside me. You'll want to look into the well and try and get your thoughts calm. Take all the time you need.
Happened to the signs painted on the well? Did you forget?
Deep breaths. There. Now, I want you to think about your daughter. Do your best to picture her in your mind. Look at that. There you go. That's her? She has your eyes, does she not?
I mean, not in this specific image, no.
She looks all right. Oh, she looks...
They really love this.
She looks well. Oh, I was so worried.
They really love this one specific way of painting the tears on almost every character. Why are you making Vali look so menacing?
I hope you'll get to see her again someday. But until then, I can show you how to do this for yourself too, you know. You... Really? I've no words. That'd be... Thank you. So much. It's no trouble at all, sweetheart.
To love the child so much, she had scarcely met her before they were separated. Separated in God's name. Did the Lord not die for our sins? I feel like we might have skipped a large part of Shorshev's story, and maybe when we have free time should talk to her.
It doesn't ease the hurt in my heart to see her. But it does with the guilt. I didn't know how heavy that was sitting on my soul. Now that I know she's okay, I think I can rest.
Why don't you take some time, Miss Murphy, and rest? I think we can handle the seance without you.
If you're sure, sir. I do feel weary from all this.
I do think you need the cook for the dinner. So maybe don't rest too much. Miss Murphy will no longer be attending the seance. Miss Murphy was able to use Wells Crying to see her child, and will continue her studies in magic under Miss Callahan. I think what we have now is just Varley and Blake and Coventry, but Coventry is maybe the culprit. Achievement, Dirty Laundry. And you have not gathered anything. Okay, well that's good. Yeah, okay, we have Blake, we have Varley, we have Walter Blake, and we have Coventry. Well. How are we progressing? I guess until Varley fucks off from the Master Quarters, we need to waste time. What do we have at 5 PM? We have a talk. Okay, actually we have a lot of time. What is Varley doing during the 5 PM period? He is probably in his manager office, maybe? I don't know what he's doing. But in any case, this is where we end today's episode. I think during the next episode, I will probably go through everyone and ask them about reflections on their stories. And then probably quickly go through the next few hours to get a bunch of information that isn't relevant to the case. So if there are essentially 3 hours of spare time, then this game is decently generous with what time you have. It's not stingy to the point where you are really tightly tied to what you need to be doing. I think we're doing pretty well. So, thank you for watching everyone, and have a good day. Goodbye.